brings me to my favorite story. Something that I'm very passionate about was just before pandemic. It was November of 2020, I guess, 2019.
2019.
Right? So November of 2019. And when we were doing our mobile food pantry, we always had wraparound services. So we would have the library there that people can get their library cards right on the spot. We would have a counseling service. We would have our diaper bank. We would have some kind of food share, or like food corps was always there doing recipes and teaching people how to cook the things we were giving out. That particular month, we were giving out winter jackets. And during the time of giving out winter jackets, one of the last people in the store was a very young mom holding an infant, no more than a couple weeks old. And you could tell she was reluctant to be there. So we helped her get her food. And as she was walking out, I said to her, "Can you use a winter jacket?" And she started to cry. And she said, "I came here because my aunt was here and got 2 winter jackets for my older kids. And I really wanted to come and see what this was about. I needed to get food for my family." So she proceeded to tell me that she had just escaped a domestic abuse situation in Georgia. She packed what she could in the back of her car. Her baby was 3 weeks old, and she drove her 3 children up here to stay with a family member. This was her second week being in Connecticut. Coming from Georgia, they didn't have clothes. So she was sitting there, crying. And I asked her if I can hold her baby, if I can help her. She let me hold her baby. We got mom a jacket that fit her. And then I just kept on trying to connect with her. We did a connection. We were able to talk for a little bit as our other volunteers were cleaning up. They knew that my passion lies with families, especially of young children. So I was allotted time to be able to really talk to mom, see what she needed, how we can help her, welcome her into our community. In the midst of that, we were able to get her things that she needed. She at that time was sleeping on a couch with 3 kids, again, one being an infant. And the situation wasn't what she expected it to be. She realized that the family member that offered her a space to live was also a hoarder. And there was no room, because I said to her, "Can we get you a bassinet for the baby? Can we get you a crib? Like, how can we help you?" And she said, "I would love it, but there's no room." She said, "We still, keep our clothes in the car because there's no room. There's only room on the couch for us." So we started to work with this mom, and we were able to get her housing in Naugatuck. We were able to get her a 3-bedroom apartment. We were able to sign her up for our parent and child leadership program, which actually started that January. So it was only a very short time away. This family feels like family to me. They have gone through so many obstacles in their lives. The children now, 3 years later, our baby Gracie just turned 3, or not even, she's not even 3 yet. And her other 2 kids are flourishing in our community. They are always looking for ways to give back. Her 12-year-old daughter took parent leadership or child leadership when they first came in 2020. So it was 2020 when it started. Last year, she came back as a student teacher because she loved it so much. And this year she has come back as a substitute already. So using the leadership skills that she learned during PLTI and child leadership, both mom and daughter and the other children just are so eager to help other people and give back. So I have to say that is that's a story that I'll always hold dear and near to my heart.